evening, everyone, or good afternoon, or good morning. So just wanted to toss up another quick video, just hanging out. How's your week going? Getting some work done? Not getting some work done? I just got my practice session done for the day not too long ago, and wanted to kind of show off my trusty, rusty practice journal here in all of its madness. I plan on doing a longer video about it and why I started keeping it and what I think it's helped me with. Maybe it can help you with something. But mostly what I do is I write down what I'm playing. I write down the BPMs. I write down I have a bunch of silly little names for some of my warm-ups. I'm in a real back to basics mode right now. So I did all my scales and all my arpeggios. So what it's really helped me with is just staying on task. And I think I'm probably not the only one that's guilty of this. We just kind of mindlessly we'll play things while the TV's on or something. For the last year or so, I've been trying to limit that using this notebook, this journal. So it keeps me on, like, mentally engaged. Another thing I wanted to talk about is these picks that I've been trying out. These are the Howling Monkey Tagua, spelled Tagua. It's a nut that they make picks out of, and I believe these are handmade or at least hand sculpted in some way. And I'm all about trying out different picks all the time. I've always got like a scatter of them on my desk that I try out for different applications because I want to see how they sound. I want to see how they affect my pick motion. And these have been really fun to try out. I got their little sampler pack, so I've got a bunch of different ones here, and the other ones are like in my tin somewhere. But these aren't plastic. They're all about, they feel about 2 millimeters, 2.5 millimeters, so they're pretty thick. They do not bend at all, which I like. I like the thicker side. Oh, they're like this little jazz one too. This little green one has me locked down. I'm loving this thing. It's rounded off, so it shapes like a Dunlop flow pick. And so it really just glides off the strings like butter, and I love that. I can't stand it if a pick feels like it's getting like hung up. Started really liking this shape when I tried out the flow picks a while back, and I used the John Petrucci, the red one, the signature one. But there's something about the material with some of those that they produce the chirp, the pick chirp. I cannot stand the pick chirp. I can't get past it. It's all I hear if I'm was using one of those. Now they feel great. They play great. They really open up your picking hand. They glide off the strings. But there's the chirp. So if I just was listening back to something, or I was practicing and I had headphones on, all I would hear was the chirp. And maybe some people like the chirp. I do not like the chirp. I want no chirp. So these have that feel of just gliding off the string. You don't feel it, but there's a lot of attack there. And there's no chirp. I love it. See, I wish I had one of those over here that I could produce the chirp with. But none of these have the chirp. And this red one's nice too. This is more of a standard 351 shape. And it feels really great too. Got some gigs coming up soon, both public and private. I'll be vlogging those, of course. I wanted to do a little bit of a react. Maybe not as much as a react as much as it's a learn together or a check this clinic out together, because I have this YouTube playlist that I've been adding stuff to for months and months and months. So this would be a good opportunity and an excuse for me to work through some of these guitar clinics I've been coming across and saving. So this first one here is someone I've been listening to a ton. This is going to be Greg Howe from a Guitar Center clinic from 2014. Let's check it out together.
Yes, you're here. I want to thank GC, first of all, for letting me come into town and make a bunch of noise. And,
no GC.
What would probably not have been a quiet afternoon.
Nothing like a Saturday afternoon in a music store.
Most of all, thank you all so much for showing up. I really appreciate it.
It's incredible. I mean, Greg Howe's one of the most well-respected and looked up to and original sounding players of the last 30 years, and the guy's just like, what do you guys see in this? Just
Thank
a
you.
humble guy. The person hacking on the drums in the background. Imagine going to a Guitar Center and Greg Howe's doing a clinic and you just go to the drum room and bang around. It's probably a little kid. Anyway.
There's a specific people I'm looking for that said they were going to show up. They're friends of mine. I don't see them. So, you're not here?
Greg Howe can't even get people to come out and see him. So, don't be upset when your friends don't come see you at your local show. You know? It's okay.
And we'll be sharing for those of you.
They've got a literal legend doing a clinic in their store in Brooklyn, New York, and they got people just banging on drums in the background and the manager coming over the intercom and just talking over the guy. I mean, come on. Show some respect.
We're going to be jamming later on as well. I'm going to be playing in time to him.
Should have brought him over and set up a drum set right there and be like, all right, you want to play? All right, let's do, you know how to play Jumpstart? Let's do that one. Ready? Go.
2 channels is plenty for me, and just keep it simple, and that's what it is. So we ended up with something.
I can appreciate that, but I've always loved messing around on amps that the only knobs on it are volume and tone. And it's just like, make it work.
That's it.
Love it.
Thank you very much. Good night, you guys.
Oh, yeah, Greg.
Yeah, not enough to be a deal breaker for most people, unless you're, Eric Johnson.
Ooh, shots fired back in 2014. Eric Johnson, tone snob, burn. Greg.
Deal.
It just shows that even Greg Howe is aware of the kind of running knowledge that Eric Johnson is a bit of a tone perfectionist. And I'm pretty sure he's the guy that made famous the using like a dying battery in a fuzz pedal or something like that, so it would sound different.
I did a song for an amazing guitarist by the name of Jason Becker. You guys ever hear of him?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's crazy. And
Who's Jason Becker? I don't know. Ran out of frets. That's why I couldn't do it. That's why I couldn't play Serena. I ran out of frets.
I don't really pick that much anymore, so if I'm doing stuff like...
What is it with guitar players as we get older? We start to go more legato based. Or maybe it's because like alternate picking chops are a royal pain to keep up with. There's those cascading legato runs. And the Greg Howe vibrato, where I think what he does is go down like a half step, but then you're going to go up 2 frets from the original note. Down 1, up 2. Yeah, this one you got to work on. You can't just say, I'm going to Greg Howe vibrato now. Another Greg Howe-ism there is the hammer-on from nowhere with the tap. And he'll tap these like closer intervals. So they have this, it has a really, really unique sound to it. Those lines like in Jumpstart. I just had to set up a metronome, and I just went. Until it felt comfortable. His pattern is different than how we kind of learn tapping first from like the eruption, like, whereas his is. His playing is so stylish. These fast lines, but it's like every single note has like some stank on it. Cause he puts so much intent and style on like everything he's doing. It's cool. Wish I could do it. I just love seeing all the staff members walking around. It's just like, I gotta go do a return on this stupid Telecaster, or I gotta, go get something down from a high shelf, and you gotta get the little ladder thing, and you just walk by, and you're just like schlepping along at work, and you're just like, it's just Greg Howe right there. Or like, you're dealing with some awful customer, and you got to go get your manager to do something, and you're just stomping away, and then it's just like Greg Howe just ripping away right there. Hey, buddy. He's telling me dinner time's right now.
Yeah! Woo!
All right, that was dope. So yeah, I had fun watching it. So I hope you did too. So we didn't really talk about anything concept based, but I kind of tried to talk about his tapping and stuff like that, based on what I know about it. But maybe on the next ones he'll get into some concepts and some approaches and how he thinks about things, and any insights he can offer. So, I mean, I'm sure he has very many. But yeah, so anyway, all right, guys. My name is Mitch Patty. Thanks for stopping by. I guess I have to say like and subscribe, and leave me a comment down in the comment section. If you know of any guitar clinics out there, new or old, doesn't matter. I'm down for whatever. I just want to consume knowledge and help myself get better, and maybe help you get better too. So anyway, all right, y'all, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.